What in the news? Hi there guys, and welcome to another new video series from Bang Average Tanker. And this time it's what's new in World of Tanks and the news, I suppose. And here we are with something that came out yesterday, and it's going to be my first look and my thoughts on this game mode. Tier 8 Grand Battles. Now we all know that the Tier 8's a bit oversaturated. There's a lot of Tier 8 tanks in the game, and this is a way of trying to draw, I think, the Tier 8s out of the matchmaker, put less stress on the matchmaker and let them play together. And it could also be one of the reasons why they were trying to, buff the premium Tier 8s against other Tier 8s, so in this game mode that they'd have a good chance against other Tier 8 tanks. So what are my thoughts on it? Well, a lot of people want front lines back, and this seems to be a kind of half-assed way of bringing back front lines without actually having to do anything. Maybe to try and temper people and just sort of like maybe, say, look, front lines maybe isn't quite ready to come back. I know there were certain bugs in the game mode, and they're probably going to make changes to it. So I suspect we will see front lines again at some point. I think this is just like a kind of way of trying to appease people who want front lines and want it now. So it's back. It's back for a week. It's back from yesterday till next Tuesday, i.e. the 13th of November to the 20th of November. And it's basically the two maps that we've got in existence already, the Nebelberg and the Icy One Klondike. And basically it's 30x30, so it's double the size of 15 by 15. The maps are again massive, and it's a slightly different complex. I mean, you find yourself running out of ammo more. Ammo selection is suddenly becomes a headache in this mode because there's no respawn points like in front lines. You're dead. There's no, you don't get a chance to come back. No refilling points, so ammo selection is quite crucial. Is it as good as front lines? Well, not a lot of people liked tier 10 grand battles. A lot of people have them turned off. I, for one, I know that I'm not a big fan of tier 10 grand battles. I have it turned off. I mean, I hear the problem is you've got to have it now turned on for tier 10 and tier 8 if you want to play it. Is it any good? Well, I think it's okay. It certainly, like I said, it certainly isn't frontline. I think it's a step in the right direction for wargaming. I think we need other game modes. I don't like the way they've implemented it by saying it's just a type of random battle. It would have been nicer to have it on the normal drop-down part rather than as an option here, because you hit and misses whether you get into it or not. Now, luckily yesterday, I wanted to get into this and try grand battles, and the first battle I got in a tier 8 was a grand battle. Probably because of the number of tier 8s in the matchmaker also looking for grand battles. But you're not guaranteed to get it. And that's the worrying thing now. So if people don't like playing it at tier 10, they've got to have it, but like playing it at tier 8, they've got to have it turned on, and remember to turn it off when they're playing their tier 10s and turn it back on again when they're playing their tier 8s, and it's a faff. I think the way they've implemented it, they either need to have it as two separate options or a list of options if they're going to bring grand battles in for other tiers, maybe with different maps, I don't know. So we'll see. What's the gameplay like? Well, it's no different from a normal game. It's you literally is. It's not as campy. The maps are bigger, so I don't think it's as campy as a normal game. You can't see the other side of that. You can barely see halfway across the map. So, for instance, on here you've got 3 spawn points. You'll have 3 spawn points on each side, which will be like here, here, and here. So the middle guys are meant to go attack the castle. The left-hand spawn is meant to go attack the town, and the right-hand spawn is meant to fight amongst these hills, which you can't really see. And again, it's the same on the other side. And you're here, and you can sometimes barely even see here. So it's the same with the Klondike again. There's 3 spawns there, and there, and there, and there. and you're fighting either around here, or in the middle here, or around here. And so if you're camping in a tank destroyer here, you get to sometimes you can't actually see stuff that's going on here or over here. Maybe here, but you're not in an ideal position. And there's certainly nowhere in the middle that dominates the entire map. So certainly it's less campy. As I said, if you're a good player and you can stay alive, ammunition choice does become paramount. That's the first game I had yesterday. I actually finished. I ran out of normal ammo in my Progetto, and I had to start firing gold. And I didn't want to fire gold, but I had to because I'd run out of ammo. It was right at the end of the game, and I had survived, and I'd done a decent amount of damage and got a decent amount of kills. So I'm going to show you that replay now, and I'll talk through how the game goes and any differences, and then I'll give it a sum up at the end of how I actually feel. First thing you'll see is the expanded team sizes. You'll see the scroll bars by the teams. If you've not played this before, you can see the team is split into effectively three groups. There are the three spawns, and there's the three spawns on this map. There. Now, as I'm at the left-hand spawn, I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to end up fighting, so like right around here, quite hard. And it's actually quite a good position to fight from. You've got a decent tank with semi-decent gun depression or decent gun depression. I'm in my Progetto. I've got 25 normal rounds, 14 APCR rounds and 6 HE rounds. So, again, looking around you can see it's a big map. Look at my view range. He says driving into a house, which was like, I was busy chatting then, I didn't bother putting anything. The tank next to me also drove into the same building that we can drive into if we can. Being idiots. So that's my view range. See, so if I get up here, my view range, if I'm actually at the top here, my view range is going to be halfway. Wow, not good here. Well, there's a lot of concealment around, there's a lot of buildings, and I don't like stuff, but again, the only way you can support either side is by going in the middle, and the middle tends to be a bit of a death area. Now there's quite a built-up industrialised area here on this map, which is this area here, which again offers some position support through the middle. You can see, oh my gosh, look, I'm not in colourblind mode. I am now, as if by magic. I forgot what I was going to say. So yeah, I'm not really in a position here to support anything here. But I am in a position to fight a lot around here. Now I'm coming up to this railway area here where you can't really get any higher than this. There's a lot of foliage. And I'm trying to start shooting tanks that are on the other side of the ridge. I get spotted, but you know, the enemy starts shooting at me, I take a hit, but I can drop back behind the ridge and go dark again. There's the batch at 12T who's trying to do a similar thing. Using the cover. I keep knocking down trees again to try and make more cover available. Can't quite see that T26 E4. I can't see enough of them. I've got shots there, but I'm not really aiming. I'm trying to get shots into his low plate. There's a nice shot into his low plate. And I'm now in a position where I'm actually behind the bushes and behind the tree, so I was in cover there. Using bush mechanics to stay hidden, but now it's these tanks around the corner that need to be targeted. I don't know if those ones in the corner actually know I'm here until I come out. There's a trank shot, another shot, but that bounced. The T44, we've got a bit of spotting damage, assistance damage. I'm doing well on assistance damage, you see them here, so 724 damage. 434 damage. I'm already down to 18 shells though, I've fired quite a bit already. And it's really quite amazing how quickly this game mode, you start losing shells. So I'm trying to get shots again. There's tanks, get spotted though, drop back, try and go safe. Can I see anything to the right? Well, no, they're kind of like behind the rocks and stuff. I can't see any of them. T-26C4 keeps coming back up again, or popping out again. Quite difficult to see though. That building, oh, it's actually dropped back on the ridge, it's not popping up. Now I tried to get up here, but unfortunately you kind of can't, and I nearly got myself killed. I just nearly flipped myself. Wow. But no, I can't get up there. The team's pushing while I'm fannying around, and they said, well look, I can't rush down there, I'll put you down. But I can, you know, I can push up and help support them now. I take the 6 from the M449. He sat there at the back, basically overshooting his 2 mates. He's trying to make sure that they're safe. And whenever I pop out, he's just basically shooting at me. Bounce off him again. And this is the point where I think, right, well that's it, I've got to go for it. I mean, there's a tank's right in front of him. Look, I pop out, and what happens? He shoots me. It's like, yeah, let's not bother. You know, the tanks that are actually immediately in front of me or behind me. You know, the immediate threat. You won't bother with that. We'll fire at that stupid Progetto that's miles away. I've got a choice of target. I think they're from my MX. So we're now kind of beating them on the top and pushing around on this flank. You can see that Patriot, not Patriot, Pershing, Super Pershing, is dead. So we kind of won this flank. The other flank's holding its own. If you look at the top, you can see where, you know, we're up actually. We're up 18 to 12 with kills, and we're doing pretty well. Now there's a Patriot behind this building. He's going to be focusing on those 2 tanks in front of him, which gives me the chance to go around behind him, take them out. Again, a bit of an easy kill that one. Not a lot to worry about. We have won this flank. This flank is ours. And the other flank, like, is doing really well as well. So it's generally a pretty good performance. The tanks on the bridge in the middle there now sat in the open. They're going to start taking fire from these if we can actually hit them. Fantastic shot there from the 112 ammo rack, the 101. I'm looking to push down here now. There's a Lover over there. What's left over here? Farm a bit of damage off him. Before I managed to get reloaded, you see, there's no damage. No extra damage there. So we're looking good, but I've only got 5 shots left after that. So we've won our half of the map. There's only 5 enemy tanks left at this point. We've got 15 left, and there's only 5 left. So we're doing pretty well. Not sure what this guy's doing up here, but that was snapshot. He's just sat in the bush. There we go. Take that kill. That's my 3rd kill, is it? I think at this point. Take up to 2,852 damage, 899 assistance. I've still got half my health. Okay, my turret's a bit knackered. I'm not worried about that actually. So there's one of our tanks just sitting in a bush doing nothing there. I really don't know what he was doing. He got no help. But, I mean, we're like, there's 3 tanks left. It's 50, 5-to-1 overlap. So there's the RT, yeah, GW Tiger, bang, 2 tanks left. There's a Scorpion and another Scorpion, 2 Scorpion Gs. Get 1 shot into that Scorpion. And get some shots into this other Scorpion. I'm at 2,852 damage at the minute. Get a nice shot on this Scorpion. He's looking at me. I hit him. He shoots at me and damages me and gets wrecked. Gunner's now dead as well, which is not great. 3,087 damage. Am I going to get anything last on this Scorpion? No, that's the last one. So that's a nice victory. Well, now we have the battle results. First class, my first class in the Progetto. Spotter, would you believe? Fire for Effect and Bruiser. So nice collection of medals. 3,940 base XP, which was nice, and 112,779 credits made. That's gross, not net. So my take home was 88,000. My experience again was 4,443, stroke 6,649. A 20 out of 26% hit chance, and I did 18,000 1,800 assistance damage and 3,302 normal damage. So it was a bit higher than it should. So I must have got some blind shots in there somewhere, which I can't really remember. Look at the well, looking at the team score, you can see I'm top on damage, top on kills. I think we get 3. Yeah, top on damage, top on kills, and top on XP. So that's not a bad first game for this. Yeah, MXM449 ran me close though, didn't he? What did he get? He got a Steel Wall and a Spartan. Not too bad. Not too shabby. So look at the detail report. As I said, I fired 26 shots. 20 hit, 15 penetrated. 3,302 ammo, but only 213 from a distance of more than 300 meters. Close range brawling, not too bad. 5 hits received, 4 pens, 1 non-pen. That's the Progetto, that's to be expected again. Enemy vehicles spotted 3. Enemy vehicles damaged, destroyed 8 damaged. 3 destroyed, an assistance damage of 1,800. So looking at the cash numbers, and for the battle was 112,779. Auto repair vehicle of 6,342, 15,000 on ammunition. I've spent a lot of normal ammunition and a bit of gold, and then 3,000 on consumables, my repair kits. For a take home of 88,287. XP, so it was a base of XP of 1,970 times 2 for the first victory of the day. Bonus for a premium tier of a total of 4,137, of which 196 was free XP. So, what do I think? Yeah, it's a good game mode. Not every game is going to be like that one I had that I finished on. There are other games, but I've generally made a profit in the other games I've had, whether I've won or lost from not winning and losing, or not winning and losing. Sometimes dying pretty early as well. But again, I have only been doing it in the Progetto at the moment, which is a known good credit maker. Other tanks may vary. It will be new for you. If you don't have a tier 10 and you've never played Grand Battles before, it will be new for you. You need to learn where to go on the maps. It can be really confusing if you think you're just going to be able to sit back and camp, maybe like you do in a normal game. You can't do it. The maps are too big. You won't see anything for most of the game until it's possibly too late. Like those 2 Scorpions at the end. They probably sat there and camped and then got no damage. Is it good for the game? Well, yeah, it's not bad for the game, is it? I mean, anything that takes the overloaded tier 8 matchmaker and tries to take tanks out of it, it's a good it's a good idea. Whether this is the best way of doing it or the best idea, I just don't know. Tier 8 matchmaking has been overloaded and broken for a long time. Anything that takes stuff out of the matchmaker for tier 8 has got to be a good thing anyway. The Grand Battles concept is a kind of a great idea, but I just don't like the implementation of having the way they've done it by having to check the box like they have to make it like this. I just don't like that. They need to find a better way to do it. I think they either need to make it a separate game mode, which you can choose, and now they've got it in non-tier tier 8s. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to subtly take tanks out of the pool of tanks for matchmaking. If people don't want to play it, then they're not going to play it. And ultimately, if people only want to play it if it's beneficial for them and enjoyable. So it's an enjoyable game mode, but in certain tanks, you're not going to have fun. But anyway, yeah. final thoughts. Is it worth it? Yes, it is. Should you play it? You should certainly try it. Try it in your premiums, tier 8 premiums. Try it in your favourite tanks, the tanks you enjoy playing, the tanks you know that you make money with, the tanks you've got good crews in. Try it in those tanks. If you don't enjoy it, don't play it. If you do enjoy it, yeah, give it a go. It's just a bit of a pain that it's so hit and miss, and that sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Okay, thanks guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want me to do more videos like this, then please give it a thumbs up. I also do various other bits and pieces. I stream on Twitch. You're here, so you know that I do YouTube videos, and I also post bits and pieces on Facebook. The links are all on the screen now and are in the description below. Okay guys, thanks again, and I'll see you again soon.